2025 Tesla Model 3 Review, the Highland refresh and the new EV landscape. For years, the Tesla Model 3 was the undisputed king of the EV world. But the game has changed. Today, for the first time since its launch in 2017, Tesla's market share has plummeted below 40% as a new wave of challengers like the Chevy Equinox EV surge into the market. So, Tesla fought back with the Project Highland refresh, a top-to-bottom overhaul designed to put the Model 3 back on top. But are these updates enough to make it a champion again? Or is this just an old king trying to defend a crumbling kingdom? Since its founding in 2003, Tesla has operated with a singular, ambitious vision: to create the most compelling car company of the 21st century by accelerating the world's transition to electric vehicles. This mission was fully realized with the launch of the Model 3 in 2017, a car designed to make electric mobility accessible to a wider, mainstream audience. It became the best-selling EV in the world for 3 consecutive years. The Model 3's success was a testament to Tesla's disruptive strategy. From its direct-to-consumer sales model to the creation of its proprietary supercharger network, the company fundamentally changed how people buy and drive cars. Now, with the market flooded by a new wave of compelling rivals from legacy automakers like Chevrolet, Ford, and even luxury brands like Acura, the Model 3 faces its greatest challenge yet. This is where Project Highland comes in. This is not a radical redesign, but a surgical update that targets the car's most common criticisms, from a lack of interior refinement to ride quality. We're going to dive deep into what's new and whether these changes are enough to keep the Model 3 on top in an increasingly crowded and competitive market. So, you've seen the new Model 3, but what's it actually like to live with? The first thing you'll notice are the subtle but impactful changes from Project Highland. The front fascia is now sleeker, with more aggressive headlights that give the car a bolder, more refined look, and the body lines are slightly more sculpted. The signature grille-less front and flush door handles remain, as does the distinctive absence of a rear windshield wiper, setting it apart from its rivals. Step inside, and it's clear Tesla's mission was refinement. The interior now uses higher quality materials, ambient lighting, and features a new 8-inch touchscreen in the back for rear passengers to control climate and entertainment. The seats themselves are a huge upgrade, with both heating and ventilation for the front seats. The overall design, however, remains shockingly minimalist. The massive 15.4-inch central touchscreen is still the hub for nearly everything, from navigation to the radio, and even the speedometer and turn signals. This is the most controversial update. The stalks are gone. Turn signals and gear selection are now on the steering wheel or the screen itself. It's a steep learning curve that can make basic tasks needlessly complicated for some drivers. But on the plus side, the infotainment system is still slick and includes fun features like Netflix and arcade games to kill time while you're charging. On the road, the Model 3's core identity shines through. The acceleration is swift, smooth, and almost silent, delivering a strong punch right from a standstill. The performance trim, in particular, is a beast, producing over 500 horsepower and launching from 0 to 60 mph in a blistering 2.9 seconds. It's not just about speed, though. The car's low center of gravity keeps it feeling planted and stable in corners, and the steering is accurate and well-weighted. The Highland updates also made the ride more comfortable and the cabin noticeably quieter thanks to better insulation. But here's the rub. For all its blistering speed, professional reviewers note that the Model 3 is not a driver's car. The steering, while quick, feels painfully fake and lacks genuine feedback. And for a car that can accelerate so fast, the brakes on non-performance models are often considered undersized, a detail that might go unnoticed by most owners but is a major drawback for enthusiasts. So, the Model 3 has been refined, but are those changes enough to put it back on top? We'll get to the full breakdown of how it stacks up against its rivals, but first, let's talk about the competition it's up against. and why this is a whole new kind of fight. While its minimalist design is striking, the biggest question is whether the new Model 3 is still the king of the EV road. We took it out for a head-to-head comparison, and the results were shocking. On a fundamental level, the Model 3's range and charging speed are still top tier. The long-range model's 342 miles of EPA range is better than the Ford Mustang Mach-E's 320 miles and the Chevy Equinox EV's 319 miles. And the supercharger network is still a massive convenience advantage, giving you up to 170 miles of range in just 15 minutes. But here's the unexpected twist. Its biggest rivals aren't even trying to beat the Model 3 at its own game. The Mustang Mach-E, for example, prioritizes an engaging, tactile driving experience with lively steering, tight body control, and a suspension that makes it genuinely fun to drive, a feeling the Model 3 just can't replicate. Furthermore, while Tesla forces you to rely on its massive central touchscreen, rivals like the Mach-E and Kia EV6 offer user-friendly features like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a huge win for daily usability. So, what we're seeing is a market split. The Model 3 is still the ultimate expression of a tech-first car. It delivers blistering speed and a slick digital experience, but it lacks the soul and practicality of its rivals. It's a powerful machine, but is it the right car for you? The answer might surprise you. So, what's the final verdict? The refreshed 2025 Model 3 is an iterative and successful update that directly addresses past criticisms. Its core strengths, blistering performance, excellent range, and a peerless charging network are undeniable. However, it's no longer the undisputed king. Its minimalist all-screen design and stock-free controls may not appeal to every buyer, especially those who prioritize tactile usability and an engaging driving feel. The Model 3 remains a top-tier choice for a specific type of buyer: the tech enthusiast who values raw speed and a seamless digital ecosystem over traditional driving experience. If you're a driver who wants to feel a connection to the road and prefers physical buttons, the Ford Mustang Mach-E or another rival may be a better fit. But if you're all in on the future of electric driving, the Model 3 is still a powerhouse worth considering. As for buying advice, if you're set on a new one, we'd recommend the long-range AWD model. It offers the best balance of range and performance for most buyers. It has an estimated 342 miles of range and a 4.2-second 0 to 60 time, giving you a huge dose of power without the full throttle price of the performance model. Just remember that the federal tax credit of up to $7,500 is a significant incentive, but it is scheduled to expire in late 2025, so factor that into your decision. And finally, consider the used market. The Model 3's resale value is better than some rivals like the Kia EV6, but used prices are plummeting, with the 2022 model now selling for as low as $24,519, a potential savings of over $15,000 compared to a new model. This makes a lightly used Model 3 an incredibly compelling value proposition for a budget-conscious buyer. What do you think? Is the new Model 3 a triumph or a stumble? Drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive.